The morning air feels so pleasant today. This cool breeze makes my mind feel like it's been reset.
That reset feeling sounds like a computer reboot. But it's true, sitting in the park early in the morning, listening to the birds, watching people exercise, everything just slows down.
The most entertaining thing is watching the elderly folks doing their Tai Chi. They're so synchronized. I thought I was watching a flash mob.
If you joined their group, you'd probably be the comic relief. They raise their hands, and you'd probably stick out a leg.
Don't underestimate my ability to keep up. At work, I catch deadlines faster than the beat of a song.
The difference is, you can catch a deadline, but you can't let it go.
Exactly. Speaking of work, how's your job going these days, Sophia?
It's going all right. I'm working on a community media project. At first, I thought it'd be stressful, but seeing the little stories I tell spread and get positive feedback makes it feel so meaningful.
Oh, like spreading positive energy and motivation?
Exactly. One day, I posted a funny story about an old lady in my neighborhood who feeds stray cats. I didn't expect it, but hundreds of people shared it. They said it made them feel lighter and inspired to do something kind.
That's amazing. Meanwhile, I'm stuck staring at numbers, financial reports, and charts all day. The only thing I spread is probably sleepiness to my colleagues.
Don't be so pessimistic. A stable economy is the foundation for society to grow. You're like the rhythm keeper without the beat. The whole song falls apart.
You make my job sound almost poetic. But tell me, Sophia, do you ever think that jobs connected to people are the ones that last the longest?
What do you mean?
Like jobs like doctors, teachers, artists. They'll always exist because they directly add value to people's lives emotionally, physically. But my job, analyzing charts and numbers, in 10 years, AI might take it over.
True, automation will replace a lot of jobs. But I think what humans have that machines can't replicate is empathy. You analyze numbers, but you can tell the story behind them. Machines only see dry data.
The story behind the numbers. That's a good one. Looks like I need to learn storytelling from you.
All right, but in return, you teach me how to read those economic reports. I get dizzy just looking at all those numbers.
Deal. But fair warning, you might get addicted to charts. They're like a roller coaster, more thrilling than an action movie.
Sure. When the economy fluctuates, the whole society holds its breath.
I see it the other way. Kids laugh and cry so easily. Adults are more complex, but they've learned how to cope.
But sometimes, that ability to cope creates extra pressure. I know a friend who's always so strong, but when they finally break, no one realizes how hard they've been trying.
I get that. Sometimes society expects us to always be okay and great, without room to be vulnerable.
Exactly. I hope one day, people see sharing vulnerability as just a normal part of life.
That's why we need positive stories like the ones you tell. They're like this morning, gentle sunlight, fresh air reminding people that life still has simple, precious things.
Rely, have you ever thought about what you'd do if you left your job in the city behind?
I'd open a small coffee shop in the countryside, mornings brewing coffee for customers, afternoons reading a book.
Nice idea. I'd visit your shop every day, sipping coffee and sharing stories. Your place would become a hub for everyone's tales.
My shop would turn into a memory museum.
Better than a museum of spreadsheets.
Ouch, that was a critical hit.
Every morning I think, just 5 more minutes of sleep. Then it turns into 30 and I'm almost late.
The eternal human struggle. They say the alarm clock is just a suggestion and your soul decides whether to get up.
So true. It's funny how hard it is to get up for work, but for a trip or vacation, I can spring out of bed like a rocket.
That's proof motivation is the best alarm clock. If I told you there's a ticket to the Maldives tomorrow, you'd probably be up at 3 a.m.
Maldives? No question. I'd be up the day before packing my bags.
Same here. But life isn't always a Maldives getaway. So we have to find joy in the little things.
Like what?
Like this morning's coffee, or walking through the park breathing fresh air, or just chatting with someone who gets you.
Oh, sounds like you're hinting at something.
No hints, just the truth. Don't you feel happy too?
Yeah, mornings like this are precious. It's like recharging my energy for the whole day.
Have you noticed? The people walking around the lake all look so calm. Maybe walking helps them forget their worries for a bit.
I heard some companies in Japan require employees to take a morning walk in the park before work. They believe a relaxed mind boosts productivity.
Japan has some great philosophies. I remember Ikigai, a reason for being. It could be something small, but it brings joy and purpose.
So, what's your ikigai?
Maybe it's finding balance. I don't want to chase work so much that I forget to live. Sitting here reminds me, work matters, but joy is just as important.
I get that. My ikigai is storytelling. I love turning ordinary moments into little stories that make people smile.
You're like a moment collector.
That's a nice way to put it. But sometimes I wonder if telling stories all the time gets boring.
For him, that might be the highlight of his day. People often find happiness in the simplest things.
You're right. This morning, I saw an old man with a bag of bread breaking off tiny pieces for the pigeons. He was smiling to himself, and it made the world feel so peaceful.
I do, but honestly, not as much as I should. Work sweeps me away and I keep thinking, next weekend, another day. But parents don't wait forever.
Speaking of simple things, do you visit your parents often?
The older I get, the more I realize relationships need as much care as work does.
Same here. Sometimes just a call or a quick check-in would mean so much, but we put it off. Meanwhile, parents never hesitate when we need them.
Exactly. That's why conversations like this are so valuable. They remind us that beyond numbers and reports, there's still emotion, still humanity.
True. Society's so obsessed with productivity and efficiency that we forget we're not machines.
Maybe that's the real ikigai, finding a small reason to smile every day.
That's pretty philosophical, but I like it. You know, chats like this make life feel more worth living.
That's a sudden question. I think friendship is one of the rare relationships that doesn't need a contract or obligations, but it stays strong if there's sincerity.
Rely. What do you think about friendship?
Yep, and if you can share both joy and sorrow, that's true friendship.
I agree. Friendship is like sitting on this bench together, no need for too many words, just being there is enough.
True. The more virtual connections we have, the more we crave real ones.
I feel like in today's world, people are lonelier despite having thousands of friends online. Real friends in real life are so rare.
And no deadlines.
That's why I feel lucky to have mornings like this. Talking honestly, no social media, no filters.
Many times. But the answer keeps changing. Back then, I thought success was having lots of money.
Have you ever wondered what success really is?
Now, success is being able to choose how I live, without being forced by work or others.
And now?
You're like a seed planter. The seed might not sprout today, but it'll grow into a tree someday.
That sounds philosophical, but true, freedom is a form of success.
But simplicity lasts longer. Trends fade, but soulful stories stick around forever.
For me, success is when a story I tell touches someone, even if it's just one person who feels lighter or inspired.
You mean make everyone carry flowers to work?
That's a great analogy. But sometimes I feel discouraged. Society moves so fast, chasing viral and trendy things, while the simple stuff gets ignored.
True, small things make a big impact. It's like in economics, sometimes a tiny policy change shifts the whole market.
You're making me feel motivated again. If everyone brought a little beauty to life, wouldn't the world be less harsh?
It's pretty turbulent. People are worried about inflation, unemployment, and constant tech changes. But I think there's always opportunity in hardship. Like a tree in a storm, weak branches break, but strong ones grow tougher.
No, I mean bringing a bit of kindness, a bit of beauty, like smiling at the shopkeeper or greeting the security guard.
No, I believe humans always find a way to adapt. Sometimes crises make us rethink what really matters. Family, health, relationships.
What's your take on the economy right now?
That's why I love parks. Here, no one cares about your brand name clothes or fancy phone. People just walk and breathe.
Are you pessimistic about it?
Exactly. And we're sitting in the reset headquarters.
Yeah, sometimes society moves so fast we forget our roots. We chase comparisons instead of asking, what do I really need?
I'd probably ditch finance and become a street musician.
Parks are like a reset zone for the whole city.
Who knows? I might even have my own fan club.
Hey, if you could go back to 18, what path would you choose?
Okay, maybe I'll stick with finance.
A musician? I can picture you in a suit, strumming a guitar on a street corner. That'd be something.
Your turn. What would you do if you were 18 again?
A fan club full of Tai Chi grannies from the park.
That's a great plan. But you still have time. You don't need to be 18 to do that.
Typical Rely, always ready with a joke.
Maybe dreams need to be scheduled like an important meeting. Otherwise, we'll keep putting them off.
I'd travel more. When you're young, you have fewer worries and so much energy. I'd explore the world and its diversity.
Hope you don't snooze that one like your morning alarm.
True, but we always make excuses. Too busy with work, too many responsibilities, and then our dreams just hang there.
I think we live to experience and connect. Money, fame, they're just tools to make those two things happen.
That's a good idea. I'll try putting my dreams on the calendar, like a deadline for happiness.
But at least this morning, we've got both.
Hey, stop bringing that up.
Happiness does change over time. Back in school, I thought a perfect score was the whole world. Now, a good night's sleep means more.
Yeah, experience and connection. Sounds simple, but it's the hardest thing to achieve.
And yet you still battle your alarm every morning. Happiness is right there, but you won't grab it.
When I was a kid, I thought happiness was eating candy every day. As an adult, I thought it was a stable job. Now, I think it's just sharing mornings like this with a friend.
And maybe we'd stop comparing and chasing meaningless races.
True. The older we get, the more sleep becomes a luxury.
Definitely. But I hope I keep my curiosity and a bit of humor, like now.
Enough already. But you know, modern society makes us define happiness by a universal standard. Owning a house, a car, a big title.
I believe you will. I can see you have a special way of looking at life.
If everyone defined their own happiness, the world would feel less pressured.
Yeah. I want to travel the world one day, not for work, but just to see and listen.
I hope I can still tell stories, with words, writing, or even just a look in my eyes.
An economist and a storyteller traveling together. Sounds like a documentary already.
That sounds amazing. Take me along, I'll be your travel buddy and document the journey.
But we need a clear contract. If I get lost, you can't write too much about it.
Maybe it'll be a hit series. You handle the numbers, I'll handle the content.
All right, you win.
That's the best part. Economist lost in Bangkok night market. That headline's a click magnet.
Yeah. I think today is one of the most memorable mornings.
Sometimes a heartfelt conversation like this is enough to make the day feel different.
Promise. But on one condition, you have to get up on time, no 5 more minutes.
Then let's make a promise more mornings like this.
Fair deal.
Fine, I'll try. But you can't use work reports as an excuse to skip out.
I believe we have.
Who knows, maybe in these simple moments we've already found happiness.